Hi, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Rocky. Howdy, howdy, hi. What you got here? What is this? A bunch of wannabe miners? Wow. It's possible. Who knows how God will use these kids. Hey, I got a story to tell you. Can I tell you a story? Can I just tell the story? Can I? Well, you know what? I have an idea. Why don't you tell the story? Wow, that is a good idea. I wish I'd have thought of that. Well, you see, that near 100 years ago, a couple miners came prospecting for gold in the mountains just like a lot of other fellers. Really? Yeah. You see, it was a silver mining area, but these guys, they discovered gold. Well, how did they find gold? They found it in the river. Really? Yeah, just like all the others. They just swished some of the bottom of the river into a pan. Mm-hmm. And then they swish around and around and around and around and around until all the rocks and sand is gone and all there is gold. What do you call this process? Panning. Okay, that makes sense. Anyways, I was just saying that one day their gold ran out. But they figured they could dig some gold. So they started digging. And they digged and they digged and they digged a mine shaft. But even that run down and left just a bunch of rock. Well, what'd they do? Go back home? No way. They figured out that the gold were stuck in some black rock. That ran through the rock in the mountain just like vanilla through chocolate cake. Yeah? But they dig that mine shaft, and then they saw this and they figured all they had to do was get some dynamite and blast it out. Wasn't that dangerous? You bet your dollar it is. But they know what they was doing. And pretty soon they had themselves a tunnel. Now, that tunnel going deep into the mountain. And they followed that white rock and found lots of gold. They had it pretty easy then. No, sir. For a long time they lost sight of that white rock. And that gold was in it. But they kept faith. And they kept digging. And the blasting. And the tunneling. And kept at it until they found that stripe of vanilla again. Well, that took a lot of faith, didn't it? Sure it did. Many a miner would have quit before they hit another load. So it sounds like they struck it rich. They did. They got so much gold, they figured they'd better take it to town and sell it before somebody came and stole it. So they took all their dynamite and they set it before, or they took all their dynamite and their tools and their stuff and they hid it in the mine and then they blew up the opening and then went to sell the gold. Wow, that's quite a story. I ain't done telling the story yet. I still got more to it. Now, can I get back to my story? Sure. I'm sorry. What happened next? Well, get this. Are you ready? They never came back. That's it? That's it. Pretty good, huh? Well, come on. There has to be more to the story than that. There is. But it's a mystery. No one ever heard from them again. No one knows whether they was murdered, or if they just couldn't find the way back home, or what. A mystery, I'll tell you. A mystery. You see, that's what it is. Well, all this about digging and so forth reminds me of how we can dig for nuggets in the Bible. For nuggets in the Bible. Oh yeah, good point. You gotta dig for them nuggets, those verses that are real special. Sometimes you gotta blast, and you gotta dig, and you gotta tunnel, and you gotta search, and you just keep at it, just like them miners that wouldn't quit. And you all find what you need. God says so. Rocky, you're right. Luke 11:9 says, "And I say unto you, ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that's right. When you got it found of thirst, just keep digging. You know, I done digged it. You digged it? I done digged it. And you done digged it. And they can done dig it. Well, we better get going. Yeah, I got a lot of digging to do. I done digged it, and I'm gonna dig it some more.